Hi everyone, this is the universal Dimple Dongle. We're going to draw this today so that we can find the flow of energy for the universe. So let's start by creating something from nothing. So as we see here, in this void of space where the universe had begun, we actually could start with something like a spiral of energy, something that actually propagates outward, okay? So at this point, what we're going to do is we're going to say that the energy flowing is going to sort of create a wave. There's going to be something that comes down here and goes up here, okay? So now that that happened, there has to be something to fold into. And so why we call it a dimple dongle is because there basically has to be self-sustaining duality within the universe. And so if you think about black holes and you think about the expansion of energy, like the Big Bang, we actually could imagine that there is something that draws in everything else. And so let's create a black hole here and go with the inverse. And so we'll sort of create this duality here. So we have two pieces that basically are conforming to each other. Maybe they're spinning at a hypervelocity and, essentially the universe is evolving. So now what we're going to do is we're going to say that, this creates gravity, or this creates something which allows the universe to sustain and thrive. So with that being said, we also need to be able to stand on its own. So maybe there's some energy flowing out the bottom here that allows it to flow on its own. And then over here where this, these lines intersect, there may also be some type of, energy flowing here. So we're going to create that as well. Okay. You can see it starts to look like a bird. So that's interesting. So let's go ahead and put a tail on this bird. And let's say that the bird is lively. The bird is loving life. The bird is happy. But then one day the bird gets lonely. And so now the bird is saying, well, I really wish that I could do things like swim underwater, or I wish I could do things like being able to, flip upside down, or, turn into something that I'm not, or what have you. And so when you look at this original dimple dongle here, I think one of the things I forgot to explain is that it's half fish, half bird. So there's the fish, and there's the bird, and the fish bird flipped into itself in order to expand its nature. And so that's what I'm going to draw here. So we'll put this part on the top and we'll say, okay, well now this fish bird is kind of has this duality. And so we'll start to draw in some lines here to kind of make this flow. And that'll help us to really kind of imagine what could be happening with this energy here. So that's why I'm just sort of putting these lines flowing, okay? And the bird might have similar energy. The bird might say, well, hey, you know what? My energy is flowing this way, and I'm more of, this wave duality here. And so the bird part is saying, hey, you know what? I enjoy this too. I'm here. I'm present. Okay? And so as we start to see that, we're going to color those in, just like you saw in the other image. And so you can alternate the colors to try to get your universal dimple dongle to come to life. And once we do that, we actually will start to see some depth and character in this, and then you'll be able to flip it upside down yourself and see how the universe works. So remember, this is a dimple and this is a dongle, and a dongle hangs out and a dimple dents in. So it's going to be compatible with itself. And when it folds across this duality here, you actually will understand that each time that it does that, such as like a Big Bang, it's going to create a lot more energy outside of itself. And so, it's very important to remember that this is a thriving creature, just like what we have here on Earth, where creatures are able to survive and be able to, work on their selves by continually evolving. This universal dimple dongle does the same. All right. So enjoy. Thank you very much.